हेलो ऑल, वेलकम यू ऑल टू एआई की पाठशाला। एआई की पाठशाला आपकी अपनी पाठशाला है। एंड टुडे वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस फाइल हैंडलिंग इन पाइथन। एंड दिस sessions that I am conducting is absolutely free of cost. This is a live session. Anyone who wants to join the session can go to the description section of the video and join my Telegram group link from there. Also, I attach all the class resources in the description section, so you can download my all the attachments from my GitHub link that I used to attach at every session, after every session. So this is all, and this is completely hands-on session. So guys, keep doing keep doing live coding along with me, and wherever you face any issues, so keep interacting, keep asking questions, share your screen, show me your code where you are facing. If you are getting any error, show me the error. And this is how we will conduct the session. This is how we will go today. So let's share this. Let me share you my screen first, and thereafter let me share you my screen first. Now, so today is the 33rd session. Is the today is the 31st, 32nd, and 33 session. 33rd session is, this is the file handling in Python. So first, let's understand what is this file handling, and let me so see the purpose of the last session that we have conducted about the OS module and shutil module. So that was actually a base. Whenever you will be dealing with any kind of files or in the realm of in the programming world, so all those commands that we have discussed there is used, and whatever we are going to learn today, this is also very important. So we will learn one by one what is this all about. Let's first understand, you must be knowing what is file, how to create the file, how to read things from the file. Maybe a Word file, you must have come across the Word file. You must have created a Word file in your life. You must have written something inside that file. You must have deleted something from that file. You must have modified that file. You must have renamed that file. All those things you have done it. You already have done. Same thing we are going to do with the help of code, with the help of Python. How we can create a file, how we can write to a file, in which mode we can open a file, how we can close a file. All those things we are going to discuss today. So first and the foremost thing that comes to the in the file handling thing, let me first share you something with you. First of all, let me share this thing with you so that you will not face an issue. I will explain you later what this is all about. Okay, is it giving error? So let's do control V here. Now let's run this. I will keep this thing, and thereafter I will explain you whenever I need this. I will refer to this because we need this during our session. So now let's come here. See, There are some ways to create the file. How you can open a file? First of all, let's understand how you can let me, okay. See, let's first see, you want to create any file inside your system, inside your drive. First, let's see, I'm seeing in which directory I am presently in. So I am writing here pwd, present working directory. You can use import OS. OS is a module that we have uh, used earlier, because maybe this pwd will not work in Windows. So you can use this import OS, and thereafter you can use this whatever they get os.get pwd. That means current working directory. So same thing you will get inside your system. I will be using pwd. You will be using this. If some of you who are on the Mac or any other Unix based operating system, you can use this also, pwd. So right now I am inside this directory AI Ki Pathshala, and inside this AI Ki Pathshala there is one directory called Python. So I am inside this directory Python. So whatever file I am going to create now will be created inside this directory, until unless, we already have discussed these things in the previous session, until unless we will not change our path or we will not change our directory location, it will keep on creating the files inside this directory, inside this location only. So how to create a file? First and foremost thing is how to create a file. So let's see, I'm giving one variable f is equal to, this is a command to create a file. So you have to write this open, after that this parenthesis, and inside this parenthesis you have to give the name of the file that you want to create. So let's create the name of the file. Any one of you, can you suggest me any name? Ruchi, can you suggest me any name of the file that you want to create?
Radhe.
Okay, Radhe. So I am giving this Radhe 1. Let's give it a name, Radhe 1 dot txt, because I want to, why I have this txt dot txt is a file extension. So see, files are in different formats. So this txt is one format of the file. Likewise, there are numerous various types of file formats. So you can create any file format that you want, but here I am showing you with txt file format because it is easy to study and deal with the txt file format here. So Radhe 1 is the name of my file, and I have attached .txt. It means this is a text file. I am going to create a text file. And after that, one very important thing that you have to keep this thing in mind, you have to give it a mode. In which mode? This is a mode. In which mode you want to create a file. And here at the starting of this session, see here, I have given you different types of file modes, in which whenever you are creating a file, you have to mention in which mode you want to create this file. Fine. So this file, this is the R means only for reading. The pointer is located at the start of the file and it's a default mode. RB is only for reading in a binary format. The format is located at the start of the file and its default mode. Likewise, these are the descriptions of the mode in which you want to create the file. Let's see this W. W is for only for writing. If you want to create a file only for writing, you have to use W. This is a mode. If you want to create file for both reading and writing, you have to do this. You have to write this W plus. What is this W plus? W plus means both reading and writing operation. Fine. And WB plus for both writing and reading operation in binary format. Likewise, the list goes on. Okay. So R plus is to open the file for the reading and writing. RB is for reading only. Reading in binary format. R is for only for reading. W is only for writing. This is all. And likewise, there are some other formats also, but these are the main formats in which we usually create our files. So let's create our files in, let's say I am creating this file in format, which format? RB format. Sorry, WB format. Or you can create in RB format only for reading, or you can also create in this WB format or this format. If you want to create the file in both reading and writing, you can use this R plus to open a file for the both reading and writing. So let's give it a mode. In which mode you want to create a file? Let's say I'm giving maybe WB. Thereafter, I just run it. So as soon as I will run this radhe1.txt will get created. If you want to see, I'm just going into my location. Let's see, I'm going inside my this directory, Python, and search. See here, radhe1.txt has been created. Can you see this? Guys, can you see this?
Yes.
Radhe1.txt, and the size of this file is 0 byte plain text, because nothing I have written till now. I have written nothing inside it. That's why it is giving me this 0 bytes plain text. Fine. Now,
Yeah.
I'm not getting your voice. Some of you are speaking, but I'm not getting your voice. Fine. Now, if I want to see the name of the file, so you have to simply do f.name. If you simply type f.name, name, the name of the file, because whatever file I have created, I have saved inside this variable called f. I have assigned inside this variable f, and I want to see the name of the file. So if I simply do f.name, I will get the name of the file. Now, if I want to see, whenever you are creating a file in any format, whenever you are creating a file, so that file is, whenever you have created a file, that file is still open. Okay? Till you will not close that file, it will remain open. So if this file is open, and you want to check, because this file that I have created right now, I have not closed that file. So since the file is not closed, and I want to check whether my file is open or closed. So let's say I'm checking this closed. If I simply type f.closed, I'm getting false. Why I'm getting false? Because still my file has not been closed. It is still open. That's why I'm getting false, because I'm checking whether it is closed or not. So it is not closed. It is still open. If I want to see the mode in which I have created this file, so I have to simply do this f.mode. If I do this, I will get this mode, WB. See here, I have created my file in WB mode. Same thing I am getting. Now let's say I want to close this file. So for that, you have to simply do f.close, this parenthesis, and you have to run it. As soon as you run, now my file has been closed. Now, if you again check this, whether my file is closed or not, you have to simply do this f.closed and you have to run it. You get true. Why you are getting true? Because this file has been closed now. Because you have just now closed it. That's why I am getting true. Before, when you are checking, you were getting false, because at that time my file was not closed, it was open. But now, since my file has been closed and I am checking, so I am getting this true because my file has been closed. I hope there is no problem till here. Are you guys till here? Any doubts, any issue? Can you please tell me yes or no? Anything?
No.
No doubts? Fine.
No.
See, one important thing that you have to remember, this is a standard practice to always close your file after your operation will end. Operation will end. Whatever thing you want to do with the file, if you have done with it, then it is always recommended and it is a standard practice to close the file. So this thing is clear to you? Now, next is the writing and reading operation. First, next is the writing and reading operation. How we can perform the writing and reading operation in a file. So let's create a file. I have already created this file, and I have created this file called radhe1.txt. Fine. Now, what I am going to do, I am going to write something inside this file. This file already exists. Now I want to write something inside it. So what is the first thing that I should do? Can you please tell me? If you want to write anything inside your, let's say, if you want to write anything inside your Word file, what is the first thing that you will do? What is the first thing that you want to do? Please, keep answering my question.
First, we will set the margins, header, footer, and after that, we will write the headline.
Fine. Fine. See, the first thing that you should do is to open a file. Whatever you, this is something funny, na? So if you want to write anything before that, what you have to do, you have to open it. Then you will set any margin or whatever you want to do. First thing is that you have to open it. If I want to write something inside my file, so the first thing that I have to do is to open it. So what I am going to do, I am going to first open a file. Thereafter, because I want to write something inside this file, this radhe1.txt, and I have closed it. Now my file is closed. Now I want to write something in it. So first thing is that I have to open it. Thereafter, I will do anything. Let's say I want to write, then thereafter I will perform the writing operation. So let's first open it. So what is the command to open? Just open. Thereafter, you have to give the name of the file. What is the name of the file? Radhe1.txt is my name, and you have to mention the mode in which you want to open it. So see, right now what I want to write, and for writing, W is the mode for writing. W here you can see, you can refer to here. W is the mode if you want to write something inside a file. If you want to simply write something, you have to, W is the mode for that. So what this will do, check for existing file. If it's present, overrides in the existing file. If there is no any existing file, then makes a novel file for the writing. Let's understand what it means. See, right now, this open command is used for creating the file also, and for opening the created file also. So see here what I have done, when I want to create this file radhe1.txt, I have used this thing open command, and I put the name of the file and I mentioned the mode. So this file has been created. Now I want to open this file. For opening the file also, I have to use the same command. So what will happen if the file doesn't exist? So it will create a new file by that name which I am mentioning here. And if the file exists, in this case, in my case, the file already exists. So it will not create a new file. Simply it will open the existing file. Can you get it? And since I want to write something inside it, so I will mention my mode as W. We have seen that for writing, the mode is W. Now I will run this. Fine. So my file has been opened. Now let's write something inside this file. W.write. What is the thing that you want to write? So let's write greetings from AI Ki Pathshala, and and thereafter give it a new line, start a new line. We provide free.
Last time you have written WB, this time you have written .w.
Yes, that I have explained you. Last time I have created this file in WB mode. Fine. But you can open it in any mode in which you want. So I have created it in WB mode, but I want to open this file because now I want to write something inside this file. Last time when I have created, I was, let's say I was not sure what I have to do. So I have created this in WB mode. Now I want that I have to write something inside it, and I am sure that I have to write it. So I have opened this file in W mode. You can do it. It is fine. Can you get it?
Yes.
Even you can change the mode also. There is no, you will not face any issue if you change the mode. Fine. So when I am opening this file here, so it is opening in W mode. W mode means Now my existing file mode has been overridden. You can you understand? Do you understand this override? That mode got overridden by this W mode. Fine. W means writing mode. Now I am writing this. We provide free V value. Let's write V value sharing knowledge and help people grow. This is my second line. So third line, let's write third line also. I also mentor people both personally and career wise. Let's not go with the word. So this is the three line, let's say I have written here, and what I have done, I have just, this is a new line. For the starting of the new line, we have to give this backslash and this is backslash or front slash and. So front slash and we have to give. So this is my first line. This is my second line. We value sharing knowledge and help people grow. I also mentor people both personally and career wise. So these three lines I want to write. So whatever line I would like to write, I have to keep that line inside a double or single quotation. So I have done that as well. And simply I have written f dot write. Fine. And now I have to simply run this line. Let's run this. I am getting this 136. Fine. See, one important thing that I would like to tell you. Since this radhe1.txt has been created and it has been opened and I have already written something. Now let's see one thing. If you simply go inside this file, this radhe.txt, can you see this radhe.txt? And just open it physically. Can you see anything? Can you see anything?
Inside there's nothing.
Ruchi, can you see anything?
No.
You, Ruchi?
No,
So what you are seeing?
blank.
Correct. You are seeing blank. So let's understand why this is happening. So let's understand. See, I have created this file and I have written something, but still it is not showing inside it because I have not closed it. Until unless I will close, until unless I didn't close, I do not close this file, anything will not get reflected there. So let's close it. CLOSE. If you do this, close. Now, if you go there and if you want to see what is written, if you can see it, radhe1.txt, see, whatever thing I have written is, you can see, greeting from AI Ki Pathshala is the first line. After that, we value sharing knowledge and help people grow is my second line. I also mentor people both personally and career wise. So can you see this? So whatever I have written there is written in this file. So what is the takeaway from here? Takeaway is that if you simply write the files, but it is possible that it will not get reflected there inside your physical file present inside your system until unless you will close it. Fine. So now you have closed this file. Now there is one more method to write anything inside this file, inside any file. So let's discuss that method. What is that method? If you simply do this percentage double percentage sign and write this WRIT, write and file, and after that you have to give the name of the file. So we have given Radhe. So let's do Hanuman here. Hanuman. Fine. The name of the file is Hanuman. Hanuman.txt. Let's say. So if you simply do this double percentage, write file, and thereafter Hanuman.txt, this is the name of my file. And after that, whatever you want to write, you can write it. Say, write it the name of my learning partners are SBM. That means Shankar Bhagwan Mishra. RUCHI, Ruchi. RAKESH, let's say, and ANUP. Fine. If I want to write this thing inside this file, simply I have to write this here and I have to run it. Writing Hanuman.txt. In this case, what will happen? This Hanuman.txt will get automatically created by this name, and all those things that I have mentioned here will be written inside this file. So let's check it. Sorry, we have to check it. Let's find where is this Hanuman. Where is this Hanuman? Can you see Hanuman? It must be somewhere.
Yeah, it's above, up. It's up and down. ऊपर ही है.
Yes, this is Hanuman.txt. Fine. So if I open this, you can see whatever I have written is written inside this file. So this is very simple. So you have understood this. Now let's come to something different thing. So I have already explained you the file location in the last class, so I do not need to. Now, if I want to read something from the file, so here what has happened? I have already written something, and just to make you understand, I went to the physical location of the file and I opened it, and I have shown you that, see, these things I have written and that has already been written inside my file. Now let's say if I want to read something from the file, so what I can do? Let's make the name file is equal to. So if you even want to read, because I have already closed this file, this radhe1.txt I have already closed, and now let's say I want to read what is written inside this file. I want to read it. So first thing that what I shall do, please tell me guys, first thing what I shall do, If I want to read something from the file,
Open the file.
fine, open the file. So I have opened the file, and thereafter what I have to do, I have to give it a file name. So I am giving a file name. So first thing is to open a file, then what I want to read what is written inside this file. So I will type file.read, fine, and then I will run it. See, whatever I have written inside this file, I get all those things. Greetings from AI Ki Pathshala and all those things that I have written, I can read it from here. Fine. If you want to see same thing inside this file, so what you can do? You have to give just name Hanuman here. Hanuman.txt. Then see whatever I have written, you can read it here. Now, come the next thing. See, important thing that I want to tell you is this. See, this Radhe1.txt, in this Radhe1.txt, what happened? When I have called this file.read, so it has given me all those things. Now, again I want to read it. Again I want to read it. File has not yet closed, file is yet open, and again I want to read. So let's write file.read and just run it. You are getting this thing. This is what? This is what? This is some empty string. This is an empty string. Is this an empty string or not?
Yes.
So why I am getting this? Let's understand why I am getting this thing. So let me open my this sheet. Why I am getting this? Let's say this is my file. Let's make this as my file. Fine. This whatever I have written inside this red box is my file. And this is the content that is written inside this file. This all those lines, all these three lines are written inside this file. So when I have opened the file, when my file was closed, first what I have done, I have opened the file. So when I have opened the file, my cursor was my pointer, not cursor. My pointer was initially at the starting position. A starting position means at this location, at G. At G. Fine. My cursor was at the starting position, that is at G. So it has started reading from this place, from the first character, and it keeps on moving in this direction. It keeps on moving. This is not a cursor, this is a pointer which is used to read what is written inside the file. So it keeps on reading in first it will read the first line. It will go like that. It will read the first line. Then when the first line completed, it will come to the next line. It will read the next line. Then it will go to the next line. It will go to the next line. It will keep on changing. First, 2, 3, 4, likewise. It will keep on changing the lines. First, it will read the first line, then it will read the second line, then it will read the third line, and then it will read the fourth line, and likewise, it keeps on going. And finally, it will reach the end. So at the end, where it is? It is at this position E. And since it has read from this G till this E, from the first character to the last character of this whole tab of this whole file, and it has displayed me, it has read all those things and displayed me here that I have written. But after it has read all the characters from first to the last, my pointer location, my pointer is located here at this E point. Fine. My pointer is located at this point. So when I'm asking this is again to read file.read, so my pointer is presently at this location. So it is giving me this empty string because after this there is nothing to read. There is empty thing. There is nothing to read because pointer is moving in forward direction, not in backward direction. So it cannot go from here to backward direction and read it. No, it will go forward whenever I am giving. And since after this, there is nothing to read, it is returning me empty string. Can you get this thing? Guys? Hello? Do you guys?
Once more.
Huh?
Once more.
Okay. So, do you guys got a sleep or something?
The last one I'm
No,
not
no, we
able.
are up.
Mr. Misra sir, you tell me. Mr. Misra sir. I suppose Mr. Misra sir is really making a party today. So let's understand. So what you have not understand, please tell me, Ruchi. Then I will explain you accordingly. What thing you have not understood in this?
The last that you were explaining. The last one that you were explaining, I'm not able to understand.
Okay.
After the cursor will be at E, what
Okay.
will happen?
Fine. So let me explain you. See what I have told you. What I have told you that initially my not cursor, you should not tell cursor because cursor is different. Pointer, you should tell pointer. P-O-I-N-T-E-R. Okay. Pointer. Initially my pointer was here and it start moving and completed the first line. Then it goes to the next line. Then it goes to the third line, that means, and finally it reached where? At the end. So this is, let's say, my file, and I have started my, initially my cursor was here at this point, and now my cursor was here, is here at this point. And in between, there is some text written. In between, some text is written, some text is written. So it has read all the text that from here till here. Now, my cursor is my pointer has reached at this point, at the end point. So when I am again asking it to read file, so there is nothing left after this to read because it is a blank space. Is there anything after E? Can you tell me? Is there anything after E?
No.
Nothing. So what it will read? It will read nothing. Fine. Since there is nothing after E, so it will read nothing. Since it is reading nothing, that's why it is giving you empty string. Do you get this?
Yes, get it.
Got it? Now,
Yes, yes.
fine. Now let's see how we can deal with this such case. How to deal with this kind of situation. So, you have to set your pointer at the beginning. Since if you again, because my pointer has reached at the end, so if you want to read the file again from the beginning, you have to do file dot seek, SW key seek, and you have to set the position of your pointer to 0. Okay, this is seek method, called seek method is used to set pointer. So now let's run it. Now what you are doing, you are asking the pointer to go back to the initial position. That it means. Seek means you are setting the pointer position. And when you are supplying 0 here, that means you are asking the pointer to go back to the original position, that is, go back to the starting position simply. And just run it. What you are getting? 0. Now your pointer has came back to the 0 location. Now if you simply again, if you want to, if you again do this thing, file dot read, see, you will get this thing. Okay, I have, since this is also Hanuman, so it is, let's change the name, otherwise it is confusing. So this is, let's do a let's file one dot read, let's do change it here so that it will not. And now let's do this thing again. So let's first do this seek, and now let's read it. So file one dot okay, file. Okay, so let's do one thing, just do this thing, and then do this file dot read, file dot seek, file dot read. Now see. So what happened? See here, this time let's understand this again. Do file dot seek is equal to 0, because if you want to read it this time again, you will get empty string. So you will get empty string. Now I am doing file dot seek to set my cursor at the starting position. Set the cursor to the starting position. Now your cursor has been set to starting position. If you again do file dot read, you will get whatever you were getting earlier. So, and now one more thing. This is one thing, and let's say if you, it is not necessary that you have to set the pointer position at the beginning. You can set the pointer position on whatever value you want, you can set it. Let's see, let's set the cursor position, let's set the pointer position at 15th position. Let's do it. And then run it. So now your pointer position is set at 15th. position. So if you again want to read it, so what you will get? Okay. See, sorry, this seek is 0. Okay, sorry, this seek is 0. Okay. Okay, fine. File dot read. So why I am getting this file dot read? File dot seek 0. Again to file dot seek. Read. Oh no, this. Okay, okay, okay. So you read just to 15. You're getting this. Again, do this file dot seek. To do file dot seek. So I have again set the cursor position to 0. And now I want to read, let's say, from the 15th position. So in that case, what I have to do? I have to do this supply 15 inside this read. So if you do this, you will get greetings from. So why you are getting greetings from? Okay, fine. So see what this is all about. Let me explain you it to you. File dot seek 0. Let's put it first 0. Fine. Now let's do simple file dot read. Let me explain you in a very clear manner. So if you simply, when I am doing this file dot read, what is happening? I am getting this entire file, that is inside thing that is written inside this file. Now what I am doing? I am doing file dot seek. Let's understand in this way. Seek is equal to, and you are putting this seek is equal to 0. That means your cursor position is coming at the beginning. Now let's do file dot read, and I am doing this. Let's do 15 or 20, whatever you want. Let's do 20 and read it. What you are getting? See, initially my cursor position let me explain you in this way. See, initially my cursor, my pointer came here after reading. Ruchi, do you get this? Please tell me.
Yes.
Now when I am doing file dot seek, and this is 0, where my cursor, where my pointer came back?
At the 0th index.
At the starting position here. Now what I am telling, file dot read 20. That means read the first 20 characters. So that's why I am getting this greetings from AI Ki. If you count this 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So this is 20. And this counting is from G, starting from here. So when you are doing file dot read 20, so what is happening? It is reading from the present pointer to this thing. Fine. Now, if I will do simply, if I will do this, simply if I will let's do this thing. Now, if I will do this thing, let's clear this try. If I will simply do file dot read and give this 30, or let's give this 5. Let's see what will happen. I am getting this thing. Why I am getting this? Because greeting from AI key. So my cursor, when I am reading the first 20 characters, my cursor is here. And now when I am asking to read the 5 more characters, so it is reading from here. So this space is coming and PATH is coming. So this space, including this PATH, this is a 5 character. So it is giving me this thing. Do you understood? Can I get yes or no from you people? Ruchi?
Yes, got it.
Or you need more explanation? Tell me.
No, I don't want.
Fine. Likewise, if I keep on giving it, it will keep on moving like that. So this is one thing that now I wanted you to explain to you. So seek. Now let's do one thing. First do f dot seek, and this time I am setting this thing to, let's say, 50. Closed file. Okay. I am getting this value error. Fine. So let's do f dot seek 30. Okay, I have to close it. So let's f dot close close. First close this file. Fine. Now open it again. So how you will open this file? Simply by using this file. So let's open it. Let's open it and just read it. Now file dot seek is equal to, let's say, 30. If you do this, what you will get? You will get 30. Now do file dot read. So this time what is happening? What I wanted you to explain is this thing. See here. What is happening this time? I have opened this file, same file, and I have read this file. So whatever content was inside, I got that content here. Now this time, initially earlier what we were doing file dot seek 0. So this location of the pointer was set to this point. Now I am giving file dot seek is equal to 30. That means my location has been set to the 30th position. And this is the 30th position. This is the 30th position. If you count this from here to here, you will get 30th position as 3. So now when I am reading this, since my pointer is at this location, so I am getting whatever content is there after this point, I am getting till end. from here to here, from this position to the end position. Do you get it? Do you get it?
Yes.
लगता है सब सो गया क्या? नींद आ रहा है क्या?
Little bit.
So do you want to go for a sleep?
No, no.
No, if you want, I will just wrap up the session and we can continue sometime later. It's not mandatory to. And I suppose Mr. Bhagwan Mishra has already went for the sleep because we.
No, I'm here.
Okay, you are here. Okay, fine. That's great. So, are you getting, sir, these things? Do you have any confusion?
Once again, if you can,
What you want to explain me once again? Again,
this line, file dot read.
file dot read. Okay. So let me first do one thing. So I request you, sir. So please don't mind. But if you are not able to understand, please raise questions. Don't wait that I shall ask you, then you can ask a question. Just raise there. Don't feel anything. See, I do not take these things like very lightly. I do not, because I understand these are very new things for you and it takes time to understand these things. Even anyone will take time. So don't hesitate at all. Then and there, put the question. Fine. So let's understand. So, sir, please tell me one thing. What in these thing, what from which point you need explanation? So I will start from that point. Okay, see, sir, this, have you understood this file has already created? Is already present. This radhe1.txt is already present. And we have written some 3 lines in this file. So I am simply reading this file. Fine. When I have opened this file, my pointer was at the starting position of the file. That means at the 0th index of this, at this location, at G. And when I have read it, my pointer has started moving forward and finally it reached here. Fine. At E. Now, this seek method I have already explained you. Seek method is used to set the location of my pointer. So this time what I have done file.seek30. That means I have asked to set the pointer position at 30th position. And this is my 30th position. This A is my 30th position. This is my 30th position. So my pointer has been set at this position, at A. So after this seek method, see file.seek30, my pointer is at this position, at A position. Now when I am doing this file.read operation, what is happening? It will start reading after this A. That means from this exclamation mark, it will start and it will read till end. So it is starting from this position and it is reading till end. Do you get it?
Yes.
Or any confusion here, you can ask again.
No, it's it.
So let's, I suppose these things are clear to you. So let's just take one more example here. Let's do again file.seek. This time let's do 60. So now it is set at the 60th position. Now do file dot read and see. Now I am getting this thing because it has started reading after this 60th position.
Okay.
Fine. So this was the thing. Now I want to just close this file. So let's close this file. Let's close this file. F dot close.
I want to ask one thing, if I can.
Okay, you can ask.
I want to ask that if we want to get the line in between up to some extent, not the whole content from the starting to the end or from in between to the end, we just want the in between line, suppose the middle line.
Okay.
How will we get it?
Okay. I will explain you that. Fine. We will take that also.
Okay.
We will take that. First, I am going through this. Then I will also explain you how you can get the content in between. If you want from this location to this location, so how you will get it, I will explain you. Don't worry. So let's now, there is one concept called file position. You have already understood this seek method, and now let's understand file position. Now see this thing. Let's first let's take this only, this file Radhe wala file, this where is my Radhe file? Take this. So this radhe1.txt, this is my file, and I want to open this time in some other mode, let's say R plus, and see what is my R plus mode. R plus mode is to open a file for the both reading and writing and reading. This pointer is located at the start of file. And one thing is that, let's say if you have opened a file in reading mode, are you getting my point? If you have, let's say, opened one file in reading mode, and if you want to write something inside it, you are not able to do that because you have opened it in reading mode, so you are unable to write something inside it. So for writing, either you have to open it in write mode or you have to open it in read and write both mode. So this R plus is for both reading and writing mode. Fine. So I am opening this file first. So let's open this file first. So now this file has been opened. Thereafter, I am using this command called f.tell, T-E-L-L, tell. So what this do? This checks the current position. Checks the current position. And let's run it. So I am getting 0. Why I am getting 0? Because whenever any file is opening, so my pointer is at the beginning of the file, at the 0th location. That's why f.tell is giving me 0. Now let's do one thing. I am doing f.seek, and let's do 10 here. What it means? I am setting the pointer to the 10th location. If I will do just this thing, my pointer has been set to 10th position. If you simply ask it to tell, so it will give you the 10th position. Fine. Now let's do one thing. do f dot read, and I want to read 5 more characters. Fine. So now read it, this thing. Now ask it f dot tell. It will give you 15. Do you understood this, or you need explanation? Tell me, because if you do not explain me, if you do not ask me, I will tell you to explain this thing. So either I should explain or you should explain. And this time, Ruchi, it's your turn.
Okay, I can explain. When we put it at f dot seek 10, then it means that we are on the 10th position.
Fine.
And when we read it from uh, the fifth position, it means it's forwarding from 10th position to 5th position. And now when we are telling it that what position it is, the pointer should be, then it's 10 plus 5, it's got 15.
Fine. Great. Mother, that means you have understood it. Other ones understood it? I hope you all have understood it. Great, Ruchi. You have understood it very clearly. Now, so this concept will get clear. This tell position, this tell concept, this seek concept. I suppose these concepts, you are fine with these concepts. Now, I am, let me do one thing. Let's try some more. Let me check this. What is this? W binary format. So let's create one file in binary format. We have not yet done that, so let's do it. Let's create one file. F is equal to, let's do open, and here let's do F1. That will be better. F is equal to, F1 is equal to open, and give it a name. We have done with Hanuman, so let's name this file as Ganesha. Ganesha dot txt dot Ganesha, simply Ganesha, nothing. Let me explain you why I have done WB plus. Fine. See, earlier what I was doing, whatever file name I was writing, I was putting .txt after it. But this time, I am simply writing the name. I am not attaching any dot thing here, because this time I want to create a file in binary mode. You see, WB plus, I've written WB plus is for both writing and reading operation in binary format. So this is a binary format. That's why in binary format, and that was a TXT format, and this is a binary format. So that's why the format was TXT. That's why I was attaching .txt. But here the format is binary, so I am not attaching anything here. So I'm this means it will create a file with the name Ganesha. So let's do this thing. If you simply check F1 dot name, what you will get? Name of the file Ganesha. If you check F1 dot what I have mode, you will get this RB plus. I suppose RB and WB represent the same. That's why you are getting RB plus F1 dot mode. Fine. Now important thing is, let's write something inside it. W write, and for writing anything, you have to first, the binary thing, you have to first give this B. Thereafter, you have to close it inside integer, and let's write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And let's close it here. And just run it. Sorry. f dot right. Why I'm getting this? F dot right binary 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. No. Oh, sorry. F1 I have to put, na? Fine. So whatever I have written, this Ganesha, let's go inside this Ganesha. Let's see. Where is your Ganesha? Let's find Ganesha. Here is my Ganesha. Let's see. It is nothing written here. Why nothing is written? Because I have not closed it. That's why it is not showing me anything. So if you simply type f1 dot close, and then if you go here and open this Ganesha, you will see 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 is written. Can you see this?
Yes.
Fine. So now let's go here and let's do, since we have closed, we have to open it. F1 dot, sorry, you have to open this again. So let's open it again. And this time I want to see same thing I want to do. F1 dot seek, let's do 5 here. What it means? What it means? It means go to the 6th byte. 6th byte in the file. If I run this, I will get 5. Because it is starting from 0, so it is going to the 6th byte. So my pointer has been set to this 5th position, 6th byte. Now if I simply read f dot read, and let's say I want to read after that only one thing, one mode. So I am getting, sorry, f1, not f1 dot read 1. So it is, so seek so let's do f1. Let's do f1 dot seek 0. Let's do this thing, then do f1 dot read simply, f1 dot read. So why this is happening? F1 dot read 1 2 3. If f dot read 1 seek, that is at the end, f dot read 1. F1 dot tell, random tell. Okay, f1 dot read 6 more than this. Okay, from the source f1 dot close, fine, then f1 dot f1 dot open, f1 dot open, then f1 dot open. If I do f1 dot read, I will get this. Again, I am getting, why this is I am getting. So let's deal with this little thing later. I am not getting right now. So I will deal with this thing later. So let's move ahead. Now, very important method. No, this method I would like to explain you later. First and foremost thing is that Okay. There is one thing called read lines. What is this read lines method? The read line method. This is called the read read line method. Fine. So what this method do? So I am taking my same file, Radhe wala file. Where is my Radhe wala file? Take this file, correct, and thereafter let's paste it here. So see, I want to read in between the lines what is written in the first line, what is written in the second line, what is written in the third line. I want to read it. If I simply see, if I simply do F, if I first I have to open it. So let's open it and let's do F dot read. What I will get? This thing. Do you understand? This is clear to you? This I have written you for your understand. If I simply write F dot read, I am getting the whole thing that is written inside this file, because I have written 3 lines here inside this file. So I am getting all these 3 lines in a one go, in one shot. Now let's do F dot close, or let's do F dot seek and put it to 0. Fine. Now, if I want to read only a one line at a time, so what is this? What you can do? You can do F dot read line, line. If you simply do F dot read line, see what will happen and type. Now this time what is happening? Greetings from AI Ki Pathshala. Only this line you are getting, and this backslash front slash n, what it is signifying? It is signifying that I have come to the end of a line. A new line starts from here. Are you getting my point?
Yes.
Mr. Misra sir, are you getting my point?
Yes.
Mr. Rakesh, are you getting my point? Your voice is not today. I suppose there is a bad internet at your end. That's why I am not able to interact with you. Not an issue. So it is reading only one line. Again, if I will do the same thing, let's just copy this here and again do F dot read line. What you will get? You will get the next line. See, we value sharing knowledge and help people grow. And after that, it is showing me this new line character. This is new line that the now next line. So what this read line is doing, it is reading only one line at a time till it will encounter. As soon as it is encountering this new line, it will stop. It understands that now the new line is starting, so it stopped. Again, this is cursor is here when I am doing the read line again. So it is starting from this position, this W position, and it is going till here. And when it is seeing this, it's understand now a new line is going to start, so it stopped there. Again, if I do this F dot read line, what will happen? Again, this thing will happen. It will give me this next line. And again, if I will do the same thing, what will happen this time? I will get this empty string. Why I am getting this empty string? Mr. Misra sir, can you please tell me? Mr. Misra sir? So, okay,
Because nothing is left.
fine. Because we have reached at the end and nothing is left. That's why we are getting this empty string. So hope you understood this, how this is working. This read line is working. So if you, again, I have to simply do what I have to do. I have to simply set the cursor position and fine. We have to set the position of the cursor in
Pointer.
pointer. So yes, you have corrected it pointly. You have pointed it correctly. Pointed me correctly. So let's do f dot close. So now there is another method that I would like to explain to you. But before explaining, there is another method. But before explaining, let me explain you a very important thing. See, we already understood this for loop. We have enough understanding about the for loop, I suppose, and I do not need to say anything in that. I can also use for loop to read the lines. This is the one method. The read line is the one method to read one line at a time. If I will simply do f dot read line, it will keep on giving a next line, next line, next line. Now let's do using a for loop, print using for loop read lines. This is very simple and this is a very convenient way, an easy way to read between the lines, read the lines. And this for loop is, first let me write it, thereafter I will, let's write this f is equal, just copy it so that I can save my time. Just copy it from here, fine, and just paste it, and this command shows we have already closed it. So this is what this shows. Thus I have opened this file in read and write mode both. After that, what will happen? I wanted to do a for loop for this entire file. So if you simply do for line in f, print line, and I'm setting the end parameter to space so that at every iteration it will not start with a, it will not continue in the same line, it will start a new line that time, because by default it will do that. So I am setting this parameter, end parameter, this. If you will not even set it, it's fine. I will show you by both the ways. So this, what it will do, it will simply print, and thereafter I wanted to close this file, because I have told you at the end of every operation you have to close it. This is a standard practice. So what will happen? For loop will start, and this file contains, what this file contains, all the three lines. So what this for loop is doing, how this is very much helpful, this for loop automatically detects only one line at a time. For loop automatically reads, let me write it here. Let's write it here. For loop automatically reads only one line at a time. Can you get it? For loop automatically reads only one line at a time. If I apply for loop in a file, so what will happen? The for loop in every iteration, it will read only one line. So whatever line it has read in its first iteration, in the next iteration, it will continue from the next line and so on. So let's run this. See, I am greetings from AI Ki Pathshala, this line. We value sharing knowledge and help people grow. I also mentor people both physically and career-wise. See, there's one difference, and this is a very important difference. When I'm simply reading this file by read line method, let's first see here. When I'm simply reading this file, that f.read method, I am getting this entire content, but before every line, after every line, this /n was also coming. This /n was also coming to signify me that a new line has started. When I was doing this f.read line, here also this /n was coming to signify me that a new line is now, next is the new line. Here also I was getting till I reach the end of the line. I was not getting here, but because after this no new line is starting, that's why I am not getting. But in the for loop method, when I am using this for loop method for and I am iterating through the loop inside my file. So what this for loop is reading one line at a time, and I am asking it to print it, and it is printing it, but it is also not giving me this /n thing. So this is one big advantage of using the for loop in your file. If you simply remove this and if you simply run it, again you will get this. If you simply use end, thereafter use some space and run it, again you will get this. So it's better you can remove this. So you are getting one line at a time, one line at a time, one line at a time. Do you got it?
Yes, got it.
Now, if you have understood this, this was a very simple thing. Now let's understand one next thing. This is called the read lines method. Read lines method. What this read lines method says. So I have closed this file. Now I am going to open the same file to understand this method. So let's first open this file. This is the standard practice to start. Now, there is one command called f.readlines. Read, L-I-N-E-S. There is a difference between earlier what I was using, read line, L-I-N-E. See the difference? This was read L-I-N-E line. That means read one line at a time. Fine. And this time I am giving this command method called read lines. That means read every line. If you simply use this and run this, see, you are getting all the lines, but that is coming inside a list. You are getting every line of the file in the form of a list. You are actually you are getting a list of lines. Do you get this? This is a list of lines. This is my first line. This is my second line. This is my third line. But again, in this also, you are getting this front slash n thing. Again, this front slash n thing. Again,
I'm getting value error here. Why so?
value error, you must be doing something wrong. That's why you are getting. Are you doing the same thing? Can you please ping me in my your code in my this thing? Or can you share me your screenshot inside my chat?
Yeah, I will.
Or or you can do
I'm
one thing.
writing the same thing, but still I'm getting this.
Otherwise, you can do one thing. At the end of the session, you wait for 2-3 minutes. We will resolve that issue. That is not a big thing. Fine.
Okay.
Are you using this lines, read lines, f dot read lines?
Yeah.
So let me see what you are, why you are getting the error after finishing this session. Fine.
Okay.
So this is one thing. Sir, Misra sir, are you getting the same thing? Are you getting the output? Misra sir?
Yes, yes.
Fine. So I am closing this thing. Now, there is one more method. This is called read lines. Instead of the read lines, you can use this list method. List method. What you have to do in this? Simply, first thing, as per our standard practice, what I am going to do? I am simply going to open the file, and now my file has been opened. Fine. Now, when my file has been opened, what I am going to do? Let's do list f. Let's do list f. If you simply pass list, if you simply pass file inside the list and run it, see what will happen. You will get the same result. Either you can do this f dot read lines to get a list of the lines or list of the strings, or you can do list f. Both ways you can do it. Ruchi, try this list f and see. Are you getting this error this time also?
Yes.
Okay.
Same value error.
Do one thing.
Operation on closed file. Why it is writing
Okay.
this?
See, do one thing.
Oh, I must have not run this. That's fine. Okay, now let me try once again.
Just try it.
Yeah. Now I'm getting the result.
Hmm.
Actually, I've not run this open.
That's why. That's why. Because it was closed, so that's why you are getting the value error, na? Until
Yeah.
you will not open it, you can't perform any operation inside it. Fine.
Yeah, fine.
So I have done with this list f. So I have to close it. CLOSE. Now at the end, I will tell you a very nice method in which you do not need to close the file every time. So, but I kept it for the last. I will tell you at the end. Same thing. There is a called write method. So here I am going to explain you that thing that I was telling you. So what is this? Write lines. WRITE, write lines. So let me bring a water and let me take a glass of water. Thereafter, we will continue for maybe 5-6 more minutes. So this is I suppose the last thing that I'm going to discuss. So let's discuss the thing that I have planned to discuss, that method. It would be better to do that. Okay. Fine. So let me discuss this thing. Okay. Let's open the file. So which file? Let's take this, only this file. Let's take f is equal to no, not like this. So let's open the file in a write mode. Open this file in write mode. Which, let's put this file underscore name. Let's put a proper code is equal to, what is the name of the file? Radhe 1.txt. Let's this is my file. I've already closed that file. Fine. Radhe 1.txt is my file name. So with, this is a new thing for you. I am explaining you after writing this. With open, you have to, you can also, first let me write it, then I will explain you. File underscore name, comma, then I have to, let me open it in write mode, because this is a write line method, as f. Let's, or file, let's give it a alias file, and then this colon, lines to write, lines to write, and I will supply this with, this is my first line, and let's do this line. Thereafter, let's put a comma here. This is my second line. This is the second line, and this the same thing, and let's put comma here. Thereafter, right side, this is my third line. I will just break it from here. This is my third line, third, third line, and let's put here also. See what I am doing here. First understand, this is my file, radhe1.txt. This time, for your understanding, I am doing this. Otherwise, I have done it with some very simple variable, kind of like f. So this is my file name. What is my file name? radhe1.txt, which I was working. radhe1.txt is my file name. So this is one other way, and this is a very good way to open a file. With, you have to use this with. Then after this with, you have to give a space. Then you have to write this open. And inside a parenthesis, you have to give a file name. This is the file name, radhe1. So I have passed this variable file name, comma, in which mode you want to open this. So I want to open this file in write mode. So I have supplied it with W. And thereafter, you have to give any alias as file. That means now your file name, this file is an alias. Whatever thing your file name is, your alias is a file. It's not necessary that you should give it, but it's important to work with a today, I suppose, Mishra sir, you must have remembered, and other guys also who have attended the Git sessions, that we are taking the alias of the big URL as origin. Do you remember, Mishra sir? Mishra sir? Mishra sir?
Yes, yes, yes.
Remember? So,
Yes.
so I am giving an alias. I have also explained this in the module thing. Import, no, you have not studied right now. Okay, fine. I will explain you later. So this is an alias, this file. Now I am naming this file name as file. This radhe1.txt as file. This is one thing. So what this will do, this will open my file in write mode. After that, you have to give here this colon. Colon means now you have to follow the indentation. So according to the indentation, I have to start from here, this line. If any one of you are not understanding the indentation and these things, so these are the very basic things which we have discussed at the very starting of the Python series. So you can refer to that, you will understand. I am giving one variable lines to write because I want to write some more lines inside it. Fine. So this is a list. Inside the list, I am giving it 3 lines of a string. This is my first line. This is my first line I'm writing here. This is my second line. This is also a string. And this is a list of lines. This is a list of 3 different strings. And I want to write these lines inside my radhe1.txt file that I already have. So do you understood the question now? And do you understood what you have to do? So now what you will do, you just come here and you have to write this file, because file is an alias for this name. Alias means, so you have to write this file dot write, W-R-I-T-E, write lines. Fine. And inside this parenthesis, you have to supply whatever you want to write. So I want to write what? I want to write this list of the lines that I have written here. I want to write this inside this file. So I have to supply this inside this parenthesis. I have to write lines to write. This is this variable. Fine. Now, so you have to just run this. Fine. Now run this. I have run this. Now my program has run. So what it should have done, it should have written these lines inside my file radhe1.txt. Now, one very important advantage of using this with method, with, thereafter open, thereafter file name, and this as file, and you are putting this colon here, is that you do not need to close it. It will automatically close the file. Before, whenever we are dealing with all these cases, what we were doing, we were, after completing my operation, we were closing the files. We were manually closing the files. Fine. With the help of the command, we are closing the files. But when you are using with to open this with method to open the file, and whatever you want to do inside it, as soon as your work will get finished, this method will automatically close the file. You do not have to exclusively write f.close or file.close to close it. Do you get it? You guys, please tell me, Ruchi, do you get it or not?
No.
What you didn't get it? Tell me.
The whole one.
What? Anything you didn't get?
With open file.
With open file? See.
The command that is written.
Okay.
I wasn't here at that time.
You weren't here, na?
No, I wasn't here.
So, fine.
I skipped this one.
So you guys enjoy a lot in teasing your teacher. I'm not your teacher. I'm your friend, actually. I'm not here as a teacher.
No, it was something urgent.
Fine, not an issue. Let's understand. See, whenever you want to open any file, what you were doing? You are simply doing this open, and then using this this file name and the mode in which you want to open, and your file will get opened. Are you agree with this?
Yes.
And after that, what will happen? Whenever you have done with your operation, you need to close that file by using, let's say, this thing, f.close. F.close. You have to do this. When you finished your operation, you have to close it by this way. Till here, everything fine?
Yeah.
Simply what I am doing here is, see, what I am doing here, this is a file name. I am using a write. Did you understood the question or not? First tell me. Did you understood the question or not? What was the question here? Okay. Let me first explain. See, I have to write, this is my file, radhe1.txt, and I have to write some lines inside this file. Fine. This is my radhe1.txt file, and I have to write, let's say, 3 lines inside this file. So now, instead of using this simply open and this file name and this, I'm using with open. This is with space open Thereafter, the file name. What is my file name? I have supplied a file name here, radhe1.txt, comma, this W. W is a mode. This is a write mode because I want to write inside the file as file. File is an alias here. I have explained this just now also 2-3 times. File is an alias for which? File is an alias for radhe1.txt. Alias means this radhe.txt. I have replaced this radhe.txt with this file, a file name. Or you can replace it with, let's say, f also. But just for your understanding, I have replaced it with f. So now file means radhe1.txt. Just understand. Wherever I am writing file, it means radhe doc. Just like I have explained you in the Git class, origin and the whole URL that you are copying from the GitHub repository and pasting it. So this URL origin was an alias for this whole URL. Do you remember? If you do not remember, please refer to the videos of Git and GitHub.
Yeah, I remember that.
Remember? So
Yeah.
same way, this is an alias. This file is an alias. Now get it?
Okay. Get it.
Now I want to write lines to write. Which lines I want to write? These 3 lines. This is a list. You can see this. This is a list. Inside this list, I have written 3 lines. That means 3 strings. This is my first line. Let's clear this screen. So inside this list, this is a list. Inside this list, these 3 lines. This is my first line. This is second line. This is third line. After this line, string closes, comma. After this line, string closes, comma. After this line, string closes. So these are the 3 lines that I want to write. Where? Inside my this file radhe1.txt. So now when you are doing here, you have to put colon here. See colon here.
Yeah.
So wherever you were putting colon, you have to keep the indentation in mind. You have to leave 4 indentation space. That means if you simply put your cursor here and press enter key, it will automatically take this indentation, this space, and it will start from here. We already know this. So you have to also remember this thing. And this indentation of this, and thereafter, you are performing the operation. What operation you need to perform? You have to write these things inside the file. So you are writing file dot write lines. Fine.
Fine.
This is a method, write lines, and inside it you are supplying what things you need to write. So these you are supplying lines to write. That means these lines you need to write. Got it?
Got it.
I have done simply, and after that I have run it. Fine. So when I run it, I do not know what has happened. Now let's see. I want to see what has happened inside this file. I want to read the contents that is present inside this file. Because see, before writing these lines, already there was something present inside it. You got it?
Got it.
And now I have written some more thing inside it. Now I want to read it. So for reading this, let's see what I'm doing. So you have to do with open for opening. And one important thing that I forget to tell you, I have already explained it. See, when you are using this when you are opening this file with the help of this with method, so you do not need to close it. It automatically closes the file.
Okay.
You do not need to, otherwise here what whatever operation you are performing, you have to close the file at the end of your operation. But here, you do not need to close it. As soon as it will complete its task, it will automatically close the file.
Okay.
Fine. That's why I am not closing here. I am simply again opening the file, file underscore name, and thereafter I want to open this it in read mode because I want to read it, and same alias I am passing as file colon. Thereafter, now for reading a file, there is one simple method to read a file. What is this simple method? For
F dot. For that
for line
lines
in file
in file
print
print
line.
lines.
Fine.
Fine.
If I simply do it, let's see what happened. This is my first line, this is my second line, this is my third line. Do you understood why this has happened?
Yeah.
Why?
Because you have written the lines above this is my first line, this is my second line, this is my third line. So it will print the same. This is my first line, second line, third line.
So where the other things that I have written inside Radhe1.txt went? Tell me.
Above you have written only file underscore name W only. You have not written read. So whatever you will write here, it will, when you open the file, it will read only those lines, right?
So? No.
I don't know.
See, I am not going to explain you this thing. You have to, this is a task for you guys. Because if you will answer me this question, that means you have made a revision. And if you will not answer me, that means you have not done a revision. So I will cut you. Because whenever we are going to start the next class, I will first ask you, give me your dots, give me my answer, give me answer. And for searching the answer, you have to go through all the sessions. And if you do not go it, I will find it. Yes. So I am not going to explain you this thing. You have to just think over it. It's a very simple thing, very simple thing. If you just think for 2-3 minutes, you will get it. Because it's so simple that I'm not going to explain you right now. Fine. So you have to, this is the task. And every one of you should remember, I will ask you at the beginning of the class. And you have to answer it. Fine. So this is one last thing that I'm going to discuss. This is just a small thing. Now let's do one thing. F dot, there's one thing called file number method. File number method. File number method. Method. File number method. What is this? This method says, this method says, let's okay, let's take this only. So what this method says, it gives us the integer file descriptor. integer file descriptor, first open this. After opening this, if you just do f dot file number, you will get some value. If you try it for some other file, you will get some other value. What is this? This is a method that returns the integer file descriptor associated with a file object. And how this is working? This is working like, see, it is file descriptor is a unique identifier or reference to an open file in the operating system. Whenever any file opens in an operating system, let's say like you are operating in a you are using a window operating system. So whenever any file is or unique file is opened in any operating system, so that there is a unique identifier, or you can say references, unique identifier or references. I am writing here unique identifier or references, unique identifier or references to an open file, in an operating system. Fine. So unique identifier or references to an open file in an operating system. So this operating system assigns a unique reference or identity to that file, and that is called file number. Do you understood this?
Yes.
Fine. So let me think for a while. Shall I need to cover anything more, or shall I need to stop it here? Statement I have already discussed. Write lines method. Discuss any method that is left. There's nothing in it also. Read lines I have discussed. Read lines. This one method flush thing. Shall I? Okay, I will explain you in next class. Additional file. One very simple thing is it. So by this, our file handling has ended. If any small thing will left, because majority of the things that is there, I have explained it to you. Let me just stop sharing the screen and let me just open my webcam. So by this file handling in Python got completed, and tomorrow few of the guys, Ruchi, I will do one-to-one session with you, and we will resolve the Git and GitHub related issue for you. And we will keep on continuing. File handling has completed. I will inform you in the group, Telegram group, what is the next topic that we are going to discuss in Python. So now we are moving very fast. So it's the need of an hour, because see, I have taken some missions. I am just telling you few of my missions. First mission, Mr. Misra sir is going for a PhD in Northwestern University. So these are the part of his syllabus, whatever he is studying right now and whatever we are going to cover it. So before he goes to his actual PhD, almost majority of things that is associated with AI and machine learning and all those things, I want to cover it up. I want to make him so much like you can say so much involved in those things that whenever he will go to his class, he will be among the topper of the class, so that he can channelize his energy in doing some advanced level projects and other things. Because if he understands the basics, then he didn't have to spend much time on covering the basic things. So he will channelize his energy in doing some bigger projects. Second thing is that, Ruchi, you have to get a job, and that's why I was so much focusing on you. Ki how the way how fast you will cover these things will give you an opportunity to get a job. Job is not an issue for any one of you. I am assuring you. Only thing is that you keep on learning. Third thing, my brother, I call him Anna, because Anna is you can call your big brother Anna in South India, and we are we are the son of the same guru, both we and Rakesh Anna, so we call each other Anna. So see, Anna is also going for a master degree in technical project management from Northwestern University in USA, but his admit is in next year, so he still has 1 year left, almost 11 months left. So these are the things which are also a part of that also. So, and he wants to learn these things. So before he goes to the university, I want to make him so much equipped with these things that whenever he go there, so he will also do some advanced level projects there. He will not get entangled in the small basic things. So this is how, and we will see when other guys, when they will come, we will fix things for them. And second thing, we will also do end-to-end projects with you, and these are absolutely free of cost. Fine. So AI की पाठशाला आपकी अपनी पाठशाला है, आप जैसे चाहिए पढ़िए, खुश रहिए, आबाद रहिए, हंसते रहिए, मुस्कुराते रहिए, और जाइए आराम से सोइए। बहुत हो गया। कल का हम लोग कल प्लान कर लेंगे कैसे क्या रहता है शेड्यूल का, कल बात कर लेंगे। थैंक यू, थैंक्स फॉर कमिंग। आई एम
Good
स्टॉपिंग
night.
रिकॉर्डिंग।
Take care.